Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? Missed you guys. Okay, so this is so wait, hold on. Before I even start, don't come for me, okay? Because I'm always wearing this pink sweater, okay? I'm just saying, don't come for me. It's a comfortable. I wear it a lot, especially when I'm home. Okay. Disclosure stopped. Okay. Anyways. So guys, you're gonna see a video that I'm gonna post. It basically was me ranting because I have COVID again. I got COVID back in the end of September. There was a wedding at my church that I went to and I was helping out, and then somebody was like, I think the bride's family, some of her family members had COVID, and they flew in from Georgia, and they brought COVID. So then, almost everybody that went to the wedding basically had COVID. And I think there was I want to say 100 and something people. We were the church was sticking to the CDC rules, and they alerted the CDC that, some of the family members had COVID, and so everybody had to get tested. And I kid you not, COVID runs very quickly in my body. I don't know if it's because of the ulcerative colitis or because of other health problems I have. I have severe asthma. I have trigeminal neuralgia. Now, trigeminal neuralgia is 3 nerves that are on your face. So they're here, right where your temple is. Then there's one right underneath your cheekbone, and then there's one on your jaw. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Now, my trigeminal neuralgia is affected on the right side of my face. So on the screen, it's going to look like I'm touching the left side, but it's really the right side. Okay? So that basically is just like fibromyalgia, for those who know what that is, where you get nerve pain in your whole entire body. But trigeminal neuralgia only affects all of the nerves on your face. Some people get it on the whole face. Some people get it on the left side. Some people get it on the right side. It's common for a lot of people, women particularly, to get it on the right side. And I have it on the right side of my face. So basically it's fibromyalgia, but just on my face. All right, moving on. So I had a really bad flare, and you guys are going to see that video because I'm going to post it. I went to the hospital because a friend of mine was thinking that she had COVID. So I was trying to be safe. I wore a mask. I cracked all the windows to take her to the hospital. And her son. Turns out they had COVID, okay? They both had COVID. So I go to the hospital. I'm like, well, since I'm here, I may as well check out and see, about my because I knew that I had a colitis flare. And so I went to the hospital, and then they're like, hey, what's going on? Oh my goodness, I have white hairs. I'm sorry, I got distracted. There's one right there and one right there. I'm getting old. Anyway, sorry. That was like a squirrel moment. Squirrel. All right, so I went to the hospital with her. It was on the 25th that I went to the hospital, by the way. It was January 25th I went to the hospital. So they were checking me out. I told them about my symptoms that I was having because I was bleeding and all that stuff. I explained to them what happened. Now you guys are going to see the video. If you didn't see the video, go back and watch the video. I'll try to post the link in the description box below about my whole story time. Okay, so I went to the hospital. They checked me out. They did a CAT scan, and they're like, Michelle, you have a colitis flare. Sorry. You have so much inflammation in your colon that it's affecting your entire colon. And when you do use the bathroom, it's going to burn on the way out. Doesn't matter what you eat, it's going to burn on the way out because you're so inflamed. And I was like, oh. They're like, we're going to have to check you in the hospital. You're going to have to be on steroids. And I'm like, do not. And I repeat, do not put me on prednisone. Because they know that my body is extremely sensitive to prednisone. That's why I'm as big as I am. Because of prednisone. And when I was in Florida, they were too stupid to figure out that I had ulcerative colitis, and they kept me on prednisone for like 5 years. That's why I'm this big. And so they know, because it's in my notes, do not put me on prednisone. So the doctor was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to put you on something different. And I was like, okay, we'll see. So they checked me into the hospital. This was all in the emergency room when they did this. And so they're like, okay, before we put you up on the floor, we're going to have to test you for COVID. I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. So they did the little test, swabbing out my nose and stuff. And a few minutes later, the nurse came in. She goes, you have COVID. And I'm like, huh? What you mean? Because this time around, okay, the first time I had COVID, I had mad symptoms. Now, this is how fast COVID went in my body, okay? So the wedding was on a Saturday. People spreading COVID around. So the wedding was on a Saturday. I went to church on Sunday. No symptoms. I went to church on Monday night because I have class. I'm so sorry, guys. I have class on Monday night for a Bible study class that I'm doing. And that night I had chills. Okay. It was really hot in the room. So the teacher was opening up some windows and I was like shivering. I was literally freezing. And they're like, Michelle, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I'm so cold. Can someone shut the window? And then they're like, okay. So they shut the windows and I was still shivering. And so I knew something was wrong. So when I got home that night, I was still shivering. I was shivering all night. I had to put on the heater. It was bad. Like, the heat was on in the house, but I had to put on I had to plug in a heater, because I was shivering that bad. And then the next day after that, which would have put me at Tuesday, that's when I started getting the coughing, a severe headache, and I'm like, something's not right. And then a week goes by, I'm not getting better. I'm sorry. I start coughing really bad. And sorry, there's something in my eye. Anyway, so I had stuffy nose, all that stuff, and I was coughing really bad. So then I go to the hospital. A friend of mine took me because she thought she had COVID, so we rode together to the hospital. She had COVID, I had COVID, and so she got what they call a COVID infusion. What's in the infusion? Because I asked them. They said that it's what did they say? Oh, it has all these minerals that your body needs, and immune boosters for your immune system and stuff like that. So I wanted that, but then I couldn't have it because it was past the 10 days. Anyway, so I get to the hospital. Now, mind you, this is me talking about, what happened when I was in the hospital. So I get up on my floor, and they put me on the COVID floor because I had COVID. Anyways, and so my inflammation was really bad with my colitis. And so they would not treat my colitis until I actually gave them a stool sample. And I wasn't able to go to the bathroom because they put me on clear liquids, so obviously you can't really poop if you have nothing but liquids, you know what I mean? So then they saw that I was tolerating it okay, and I didn't have, my nausea went away, and they gave me medicine for pain, because I get really bad pain. When I have a ulcerative colitis flare, I get really bad pain in my abdomen, on my lower left side of my belly, and so, they gave me stuff for the pain, and then the next day the doctor came and talked to me, and so that would put me at Saturday. Doctor came in and talked to me, went over my stuff, and then he was like, you still didn't use the bathroom yet, so we're going to up your eating plan to full liquids. And I was like, okay. He said you probably should, since you're going to be eating liquids, you probably will have a stool, but it won't be as solid because you're still on liquids, kind of. Even though you can eat, pudding and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. He said, because we really need that stool sampled so that we can rule out anything else that you may have, like C. diff or, other bacterial things. And then we can start treating your colitis, because we can put you on what do you say? Oh, put me on steroids. And I said, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm so tired. I had a rough night last night. I was like in and out. I would wake up like almost every hour. It was awful. Anyways, so Sunday rolls around. Or not Sunday. I'm sorry. No, that wasn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Today is Saturday, Michelle. What are you talking about? Anyways, I went into the hospital on Wednesday. I apologize, guys. I don't feel like great. So Thursday rolls around. I'm sorry. The next day, that's when they put me on the full liquids. Thursday night, I want to say, technically it was Friday morning. Okay. I'm just saying. But like that night, like it was probably like maybe 1, 2, 3, 2 or 3 in the morning. I didn't look at the clock, but I know it was like really early in the morning. I finally had a stool, and then so I ring the bell. The nurse comes in and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, I pooped." And then she just looked at me like, "Okay." I was like, "No, because the doctor needed a sample." And she goes, "Oh, great," And then she was just all like happy, It was funny. So she collected the sample. They got it up into the clinic. They run their tests that they need to run that the doctor had ordered. And then, that day, no, I think it was Thursday morning. Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Thursday morning, yeah. Did I say Thursday? No, Friday, I'm sorry. Friday morning, oh my God. So he said, "Okay, we're going to put you on steroids." I was like, "All right, cool." So he put me on steroids. No, sorry, yeah, it was Thursday morning. I apologize, guys. So he put me on the steroid. So far, so good. I didn't have any reactions to it at all. And it didn't increase my appetite. It actually decreased my appetite. Like, I wasn't really as hungry as much, which I thought that was weird. But I wasn't complaining because at least I didn't gain the weight, And that's what I'm trying to avoid right now, gaining any more weight. And so, so they did that. How they did it was they gave it to me first thing in the morning when I woke up with my morning meds, and then they gave it to me at night before I went to bed. So I had 2 doses of steroids going in my my port, because I had it connected to my port that's in my chest. So it was easy. That way I didn't have to worry about IVs and all that crap. So then the next day, so that'll be Friday morning, the doctor was like, "How you feeling? Any more bleeding?" I was like, "Nope, that subsided. The pain is not as much. I just get pain occasionally. Like if I have to use a bathroom, then my belly starts to throb, like it's been doing." And then he was like, "Okay, do you feel comfortable going home?" And I said, "Absolutely," because by that time it was like Friday morning, and I'm like, "Yes." And then he's like, "Okay, I'm going to discharge you. You can fill your meds here in the hospital, so that way you don't have to like go and get meds or whatever. Take it easy. If anything else occurs, like you're getting worse, obviously come back." And then he said that I can go home. And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I got home. Now, mind you, this is Friday night, okay? So yesterday, technically, yeah. So I went home Friday night and just chilling, just telling everybody, "Hey, I'm home, I'm all right." So I have COVID, so I'm home. I'm going to quarantine. They told me that I needed to quarantine for, I think they said 10 days. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So when I was first in the hospital, as soon as I got up on the floor, Wednesday night, it was about probably 10 o'clock when I finally got up into my room, and I had a private room. The first thing they did was they gowned up, and they were like, "Okay, you have COVID, so we got to do the COVID precautions." I was like, "Cool." So every time they came into the room to treat me or do anything, I had to put my mask on. I had a KN95 mask. That's what they gave me. And they gave me the COVID, I think I told you guys already, but they gave me the COVID booster, like the infusion, and I felt like, I kid you not, I don't really know all of what's in it, but I'm telling you right now, the next day, Thursday morning, I felt like myself. I'm not kidding. My headache was gone. I still had like, and and I had a lot of phlegm too. Like, and I have it now. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like a lot of phlegm. Ew, is there something on my nose? Oh, I thought that was a booger. Sorry. But I had like a lot of phlegm, and which was good because I was spitting it out obviously when I was in the hospital. And even when I'm home, I still get it. Like, I'll cough it up and then just spit it out, because you don't want to swallow that stuff. It's like, oh, And then I have like if it sounds like my nose is plugged, but it's not. See? Anyways, but I feel a lot better. I feel like it's kind of like God works in awesome ways, because had I not gone into the hospital for my colitis flare, I wouldn't have known that I have COVID, because this time around, I didn't have any symptoms at all, which I thought that was interesting. The only thing I had was like a headache the next day, and then it went away after they gave me the infusion. So that's all I'm dealing with now. I mean, I have no body aches, I have no chills, nothing. So I thank God for that. So I'm home. I'm still tired. Trying to catch up on some sleep, catch up on some shows I missed. But I wanted to come on and, let you guys know what was going on and why I was so annoyed. You guys will know what I'm talking about now that you've watched that video. Like, I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed. The next thing I want to work on is learning how to do, like thumbnails, because that would be fun. You know what I mean? Like with my annoyed face. Anyway, but I love you guys. Thank you for thinking of me. I'll keep you guys updated and posted. Oh, speaking of my gastro doctor, right? So the new gastro doctor, they faxed everything over to him from the hospital saying, hey, she had a colitis flare because she didn't get her infusion because her former gastroenterologist dropped her as a patient. Now, here's the thing. They dropped me as a patient because I missed one appointment, okay? And the reason why I missed the appointment, and I had called them and said I need to reschedule, and I missed the appointment, they dropped me as a patient. Didn't send me a letter saying, hey, we're going to have to drop you as a patient because you're not keeping to your schedule, or nothing. They didn't give me a letter. They didn't say, okay, we're going to refer you to someone else like they're supposed to. They didn't do any of that. None of that. But I'm not going to tell you too much because I want to wait. I want to tell y'all in the story time. But that's it. I'm just chilling at home, going through the quarantine, catching up on shows, playing some video games. Because I told you that's why my name is Shell Slays, because I play games, video games. But I don't know, maybe I might start a gaming channel. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. But so basically that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to catch up on things and catch up on class for school and all sorts of stuff. But I'm all right. I'm home. I have COVID, but I'm just chilling. But thank you so much, guys, for being there. Thank you for commenting and thanks for your support on the channel. Let me know what you guys think about a name for this channel that would tie into my weight loss for the gastric sleeve. Let me know, guys. Give me some ideas on what my channel name should be. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you made it to the end of this, thank you so much for hanging in there. Thank you for your support and your love. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget, guys, write in the comments what you think the name of the channel should be. please subscribe, guys, and tell your friends to watch it. This is, like I said, this is going to be a journey. I want to tie into my weight loss, not only film my weight loss, but I want to work out and stuff like, and even you know, do a little bit of cooking here and there. But if you guys want a really good channel to follow for the gastric surgery, and this goes to like just bariatric surgery in general, all of them. But if you want good recipes, check out my girl. Her name is Bariatric Tidbits. Okay, that's her new channel name, Bariatric Tidbits. She does it all. Okay, she tells you about nutrition. She cooks up some sweet recipes, which, thank you, by the way. Her name is Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, so much for stopping by and commenting on my last video. I really appreciate that. And I tried your recipe for the lasagna bake. Oh my goodness, it was good. It was so good. I would definitely be implementing that once I get surgery and I'm in the soft stage and I can eat that. Thank you so much for that. That was so good. Oh, and today for lunch, I'm actually going to try your tuna fish salad. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And your egg salad too. Anyways, let me stop. But yeah, if you guys want some good recipes, check out her channel. Her name is Lisa, and her channel name is Bariatric Tidbits. Okay, guys, I'm serious. Subscribe to her. She knows what she's talking about. She's amazing. Anyways, guys, this video has been far too long. Thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. It'll let you know when I post another video. Also, guys, coming soon, be looking out for that story time, because that's the next video. But the absolute next video will be the video of me saying that I'm annoyed because I was in the hospital. That's before this video, okay? Even though I posted this, I might post this one first, but we'll see. But yeah, so I got plenty of videos coming up, guys. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Thanks. Take care.